Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's go through HuggingChat. I have created one or two videos before about HuggingChat, which is by the way from HuggingFace. Now there is a MCP support in HuggingChat, and also there are some other additional functionality that has been added. So what I thought of is creating this video and show what can you do with the new UI, and also briefly walk you through the Hugging Face website itself. So if you are completely new also, you know what Hugging Face is all about and how to connect to the Hugging Chat. So it will be a step-by-step video, and by the end of the video you will know how to chat with Hugging Chat, of course, similar to ChatGPT, and how you can enable MCP servers inside this Hugging Chat, and all the different steps around it. Let's get started. This is the web interface, but before going into this, I want to go to the Hugging Face website itself, right? This is the Hugging Face website, and you can see you can find 2+ millions models, and this is open source models that are available at the market, right? So think as if Hugging Face, what I want to call it, is encyclopedia of open source LLMs, NLP, natural language processing, so related to AI, and stops revolving around it. As you can see, there are different models. You can go and find open source almost 500,000 plus data sets to work on. There is spaces where you can create your application, or you can use the application created by other people, and from here you can even ask the natural language and it will just provide you the app there. I have created a video about this also before. You can just check it, or it's just easy. You can search also like image generation. It will show you the image generations applications, and you can try here. And here, this is the documentations. I highly recommend you to go through these documentations because there are so many useful things you can learn. The pricing, you can go ahead and see this is not all free. There are different ways you can connect to this Hugging Face platform. If you go here, you can see different inference providers from where these open source models are provided. Just go through the website. I think once you know Hugging Face, you cannot unknow this website, meaning that once you are here, you will be frequently coming back to know new things happening in the AI, or new things providing from the Hugging Face and so on. And also one thing is, if you want to go to Hugging Chat, you can directly go here and there is the button called Hugging Chat. By the way, you need to be logged in to access this website. So now let me go here. I have already opened here, but I will just go from here just to show you that it works from here. So you can see now this is the Hugging Chat. So let me first walk you through the UI so you know better, right? On the left side, similar to other web interfaces which provides the chat interface, there is this new chat functionality. All the history is being saved here. You can edit, you can delete, simple stuff. Here, your personal informations. There is the models tab where you can see there are already 119 models being provided, and you can try all these for free. And you can see what is the models and which provider is providing the models, and all the settings, all stuffs are being provided in these models. And the new thing that I am going to provide you today is about this Omni, which is already active here. If I just ask the question, it will use the Omni. Omni means it routes your message to the best model for your request. This is really good because when we work with LLMs AI, we frequently come into the discussion that which LLM to use for which kind of use cases. Is it needed to use the same LLM for all the questions you want or you ask, right? This is really good. Based on your question, the Omni automatically redirects your question to certain LLM, so it provides you the answer. I will show you later how it looks, and you also know who provides that LLM and all sorts of things. Next is the MCP servers, which I mentioned you. You can see there is already two which are already provided. You can just need to enable this. I will show you one using this Hugging Face MCP server already available, and the next one I will show you how you can add a new server and ask the questions related to it before and after connecting the server. I will be covering in this video. Now let's go into the web interface. This is the new chat. You can see here there are already some questions that you can ask. The Omni is automatically active. You can choose all different models if you want, but I would recommend you to go with Omni. What kind of things you can ask. And here the system prompt is empty. I'm just going to go with an empty system prompt. But for example, if you have a certain use case, dump everything here and then ask the question. So you know when you ask certain questions in the system prompt already, when you provide the informations, how the LLM will behave. And here also this tool calling is automatically enabled, and the multimodal support enables image inputs and hide prompt examples. Up to you, you can hide or not. That means that if I hide this, if I go here, you can see there is no these suggestions being shown here if you don't want, if you are distracted or something like this. Now just a simple thing like hi. So now you can see it is routing to some LLM. You can see what happens here. It says hello, and down here you can see it is the casual conversation with the model. So you can see it is using this particular model. If you click this, like it will take you to this settings page, so it's easier for you to know and see what the model is. And you also see what is the inference provider. This is really good because if you are looking to find some inference providers for your applications, you know that this inference provider supports these models, right? So you can refresh, you can copy. If you just want to refresh it, it says hello, how can I assist you? So this is one way. This is just the model interaction. And also the model things, you can find all the informations. If you click this, it will take you to Hugging Face website, and you will know more what other models it provides the information from also. And if you click this, as I said you, it will be bringing here. You can try it in the API playground also, view the model card. If you just click this model card, it will again bring back to the Hugging Face website, and now you can read all sorts of things related to this particular model. Yeah, that is it. Now you can see all the different models. That's it. I don't want to go in depth. There are 119 as of this recording models available from different inference providers. You can just go here, ask the different models. You can also ask multi-modal capabilities. Just to show you the multi-modal, I will just take the screenshot of this here, and I will just paste it here. I will do Control V and say explain this. You can see here it is saying this image shows a chat interface likely from this is image is support. I just want to show you quickly that it supports and so on. It is showing all sorts of things here, and you don't need to be worrying about this because here you can see I'm asking this normal casual conversation. It is saying casual conversation, and now when I ask this image things, it is saying here, okay, I'm asking related to multimodal kind of things. So you get the point, right? It's quite easy. Now let's go into the MCP servers. So before going and enabling this MCP server of Hugging Face, I want to show you this documentation from Hugging Face itself about the MCP server, what you can do and things. I will provide the link in the description, but you can see what you can do: search and explore hub resources, run community tools via MCP compatible radio apps, and all sorts of things. So here are some of the questions that you can ask: how to do it, how to create the images, and so on. I'll provide you the link in the description. You need to enable this. Without this, it will not work, right? So just enable this one. But before, I will ask some question just for you to know what is the difference when you enable and when you do not enable. So maybe I will say here, I have already asked some questions, but I will also do the same thing again. Okay, I will go new chat. Search Hugging Face models for these three quantizations. Let me see what happens if I ask this. It is not connecting to the MCP server of Hugging Face. So maybe it will take some time. As you can see here, it is saying routing. So it needs to route to particular models. You can ask any sorts of things from that particular MCP server. The latest publication is this, including this. However, if you are looking for quantized version of this like this, you can find many community providing things like Hugging Face, this, and it is providing the general information which it has, right? It is not using any MCP servers under the hood or the tools under the hood. It is providing the answer. You can see this is, you can visit to Hugging Face, all sorts of things, because that information is being provided when training this particular model. But the thing here is, I will go now into the MCP server. I will enable the Hugging Face MCP server. Now it says connected, and the good part here is you can already see the different tools available. Based on that, you can ask the question. If I click this, you can see there is HFWMI, space source, model source, paper source, dataset source, hub repo, all sorts of things. You can see here there are different tools available. So when you ask the question, it uses the right tool to connect to the Hugging Face website and provide you the answer. That is how it works under the hood. So now I will ask the same question. I will just copy this. I will go down here. I will do Control V. Ask the same question. So now when I ask the question, you can see it is connecting to the MCP server, saying, okay, calling tool model source. And if I go here, it says 2 of 2, right? And it says, okay, I will sort this. As soon as it hits that source, it provides us the answer directly from the HuggingFace MCP server. So this is the difference before MCP server and after MCP server. Now I hope you get the point. One thing to remember here, when I ask this first question, you can see it is using this particular model and provider. When I ask another question, when the MCP server is enabled, it's not necessary that it will go to this particular inference provider and model. When I ask this question, it says agentic because I'm using MCP server. So this is also really good for you to know what is just the multimodal, what is the casual conversation. This is really good when it shows that when you have normal conversation, it's just the casual conversation, right? When you were providing the images, it knows that it is a multimodal things and it provided you the answer in that way. And now when you provide MCP server or tool access to the LLM, it knows it is agentic because it is going through the tool call and so on. So this is really good way also for you to know and understand how the LLM works under the hood. And now it is using different model and it is from the Grok inference provider. So this is how you can use MCP servers. I find it really helpful. I hope you will also find it helpful. Before ending the video, I will now show you how you can connect to the custom MCP server, not already here. For example, here I can just disable this or I can enable, no problem. I will go to this add your first server. It's simple, just give a name. I can say Egno MCP server because I was testing with Egno. I have created a playlist related to Egno and used this MCP tool from Egno to just ask questions related to the MCP documentations in my previous video, right? So how you can now connect the same MCP server with HuggingFace. That's the beauty of MCP server. You can hook into different providers. I will provide the URL here. That's it, because this is the MCP server URL of Egno. I will add the server. Now the server is added, but it is not enabled. Again, same as before, I will create a new chat here. Although the MCP is enabled, I haven't enabled the Egno. So I will say here, what is Egno? How to connect agent with, let's say, Llama CPP, right? Simple question, but it says here now it is connecting to HuggingFace because when you provide the tool, it is connecting to the MCP server. But you can see, I will help you understand what this is. Okay, update, you have reached your message limit, update to HuggingFace Pro to continue HuggingChat. So this is another thing which I was trying to show you by hitting these multiple things, is that it's not free. Although you can try it, you need to upgrade to Pro in order to use many conversations with it. So now you can see this is the tool, but it is not finding the answer for us. But if you go to the MCP server and click this connected now here, now if I go back here and edit this and ask again, it will provide me the answer. Now I have this limit already provided, but it works. But it says upgrade is needed. I will do maybe later, but you can see I will help you understand what Egno is and how to connect to Egno. Let me source for this information in the knowledge base. But when it was going through that, I just want to show you that it is working here with this right tool, but due to this limit that I have in the face this Pro, I need to have the Pro account to have multiple conversations. It is not allowing me because I was also testing many questions before I create this video for you. So there is some kind of limit, but just to try and get understanding, I hope you get the point how easy it is to connect to different MCP servers and how easy it is to connect to different tools and so on. I hope you find this video helpful. If yes, then I hope you will learn new things. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.